Welcome to the Easy Peasy Methodcast, the podcast where we break down the journey to a porn-free life with clarity, positivity, and a touch of camaraderie. Together, we use the Easy Peasy method to turn quitting into a liberation rather than a struggle. Whether you're just starting out or you're already on your way, this is the space to remind you that freedom from addiction is not only possible, it's life-changing. Let's dive in. Today, let's talk about moping. You know, that sinking feeling some people get when they decide to quit porn. The brooding, the self-pity, the sense of, I'm missing out on something. It's one of the biggest hurdles people face when they start this journey. But here's the truth. Moping is a trick of the mind. It's part of the addiction cycle, and understanding it can help you rise above it. When someone quits porn, they often tell themselves they're giving up something pleasurable. It's easy to see why. The brain has been conditioned to associate porn with instant gratification and a flood of dopamine. But that so-called pleasure is an illusion. Porn doesn't offer anything real or meaningful. What it does is create a craving, and the brief relief you feel when you indulge isn't true satisfaction. It's just the addiction pacifying itself. Once you see this clearly, the moping starts to lose its power. Moping thrives on uncertainty and doubt. When you're unsure if quitting is the right decision or if life without porn will actually feel better, it's easy to sink into a spiral of what ifs. What if I'm giving up something I'll miss forever? What if I can't handle the stress without it? These thoughts can weigh you down, making the process feel harder than it really is. But here's the thing. Quitting isn't about losing something good. It's about freeing yourself from something that was never good to begin with. Think about it. The moments you've spent with porn, did they truly bring you joy? Or were they followed by guilt, shame, or a hollow emptiness? The Easy Peasy method encourages you to fully commit to your decision to quit by focusing on the gains rather than the losses. Improved mental clarity, more energy, better relationships, and freedom from cravings. These are the things waiting for you on the other side of this journey. When you shift your mindset to see quitting as a positive step, the moping starts to fade away. But let's be honest, moping can sneak up on anyone, especially when external stresses hit. Maybe it's a rough day at work, a fight with a partner, or just feeling bored or inadequate. These moments can trigger cravings and make you feel like you're missing out by not indulging. But that feeling of deprivation, it's temporary. It's your brain adjusting to a healthier way of being. And the best way to deal with it is to face it head on. Remind yourself that discomfort is part of the healing process, not a sign that you've made the wrong choice. Relapses can also fuel moping. Maybe you've told yourself you'll just take a quick peek, and then you're back to square one, feeling defeated and deprived. That's the trap of addiction. It uses moments of weakness to pull you back in, convincing you that the discomfort of quitting isn't worth it. But here's what you need to know. Every time you recommit to quitting, you're closer to freedom. The key is to break the cycle by seeing porn for what it really is, a harmful habit that has nothing to offer. When you fully embrace this perspective, the urge to mope diminishes. One thing that makes moping worse is trying to quit halfway, using substitutes like soft porn or cutting back gradually. These strategies might seem like they'll make the process easier, but they only prolong the misery. They keep the addiction alive and feed the feeling of deprivation. The Easy Peasy method is clear. The way to quit is to quit entirely. When you let go of all forms of the habit, you're no longer clinging to the illusion that you're missing out. And without that illusion, there's no reason to mope. Ultimately, quitting porn isn't just about stopping a behavior. It's about reclaiming your life, your time, and your sense of self. Moping is just a trick your brain plays when it's trying to hold on to something familiar, even if that thing is harmful. By recognizing this, you can rise above it and focus on what really matters, the freedom and happiness waiting for you on the other side. So, if you're feeling stuck in moping or wondering if you've made the right decision, let this be your reminder. You're not giving up anything valuable. You're gaining everything: clarity, confidence, connection, and so much more. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And remember, the discomfort is temporary, but the freedom is forever. You've got this. Thanks for tuning in to the Methodcast. If you found this helpful, share the podcast on forums, spread the Easy Peasy method on your online channels, and tell your friends about it. Let's help those still stuck in the porn trap find their way to freedom.